Hi, I'm Vincent from Millery Games, and we're going to show you, well, I'm going to show you the solo playthrough of AstroNavigators. The solo playthrough of AstroNavigators is the best way to learn the game because all the modules are included. I'm not going to present all the rules before we play, we just dive in and start to play. We're using Tabletop Simulator for this playthrough because the most updated version as of today is on Tabletop Simulator. First of all, what you have to do is to get a subscription on Steam. Maybe I can show you that one first. I'll try to get here and then go to the website. And once I am on the website, I'll go to here. You can find it on the GameFound page. Here in the list. The other way to get there is just via our website and go to playing the game, online prototype, and then you scroll downwards and you press play and you go to the same page. And go to the page and you have to subscribe for the game. Once you have your subscription, you will see that once you create a game for single player, in this row of your workshop you will see AstroNavigator. Just click on it and load the game and then wait until it's fully rendered. I have a hard copy of the rulebook with me just to peek through some of the rules and references. Not that I don't know them, but the best way to show you how to play the game. Well, I have a hard copy, but nevertheless, there is also if you are playing on Tabletop Simulator or Tabletopia or on the computer, you need a QWERTY keyboard, or you have to put your settings into QWERTY keyboard so you can use the WASD as a movement, but mine is still on AZERTY. So first I'm going to change it. That's maybe a good reminder for those for the French or Belgian people who are trying to play this game solo. Sorry, I'm just going out of the game quickly. Just yes. So here I have to put it on that one, and then get my Tabletop Simulator going. Okay, here we go. Create single player. Okay. So as I already mentioned, I use WASD to move. So left, right, Z to go forward, and S to go back. If you hold or press down the right mouse button, you can turn around the view. You can see the Milky Way. And then if you use the left button, that's to pick up things, like an entire deck, or if you only need one card, just hover over it and quickly take one card. If you flip it, then it's visible. If you hover over a stack of cards and you drop it, it's going to land on the stack. There's a small magnetic field on it. You can shuffle by pressing an item and then press the right click, the mouse click, and then you have options. You can choose shuffle, or you can even split or cut. You can even rotate and even scale, but normally everything is up to scale, ready to play. So I shuffle. Actually, the entire game, we have to prepare it a bit. So we take the entire game and we shuffle everything. I know some decks don't need to be shuffled, but we just shuffle everything. That's easy. Then, here's the rulebook, very handy. If you want to look up something very quickly, the way you can do it is by right-clicking and pop-up. You can go and play, and in the meantime you can look up some things. In the beginning, if you know the rules but you start playing, this is handy just to go over every phase that you don't miss anything during your solo play. I will go over it momentarily so you can easily do all the necessary actions as a solo player. Maintenance is doable. I mean, it could be better in a way, especially digitally. If you have a button here, like the planets, they will move, like all the planets move each month. Actually, it's around in the game, and if you have to move every planet each time, for some it might be bothersome, but those who play many solo games, they're used to much worse, I think. Okay. Um, so we shuffled everything. Then we have to prepare our end game board. We could do that later as well, but we might as well prepare it now. There are no magnetic fields on the boards here. I made some magnetic fields in Tabletopia, but here I haven't found how to do it yet. Maybe in the future. But what you do is you can see the shade or the shadow of the tile, and you try to align the shadow over it, and then normally it should drop perfectly above the numbers. Then the return trajectory, the inbound Earth trajectory has to be filled. Number 3, number 4. I've played the solo version with a physical board before. I was really satisfied about how it worked out. I also played it twice on Tabletop Simulator to get a bit a feel how to explain it and how to play it. And I managed to do very well. I found Tabletop Simulator really smooth to handle because it's an application that is installed on the computer. So the rendering is being done on the computer and not in the cloud, or it doesn't have to be downloaded and then rendered like in Tabletopia. So in Tabletopia, working with miniatures, the deluxe version might be less smooth if you don't have a game computer. Gaming computer. Let's see. What we have to turn this. These are the continent tiles, so we have to flip it. You can flip things by pressing the F key. Voila. Now we have to prepare our lunar phase cards. So what we do is we flip both decks. This deck is not present in the constellation or the first and fast module, but it doesn't add too much to it. It just adds the planets together with this orrery. And the hidden agendas and special ability of the character is something that starts being used in the constellation module. But if you want to play the entire game like it should be, you have to play the constellation, the solar system module, like we're playing now. but the stages are there to ease yourself into the concept of the game, which might be a bit daunting for some people because of the theme and because of its uniqueness. Most things are very recognizable for gamers, but there are things that are, I guess, like different than they're used to. We have to place cards in week 1. That's week 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have a new month. So the moon is going around the Earth, and then we have a new month. But these are just. Wait, I have to turn them. If you use the A key or the E key, that's the Q or the E, then you can turn the cards. So I drop them like this. Actually, as a solo player, you can drop all the cards like this, and you can see them that way. But yeah, I have the tendency to drop it like it should be. If you want a closer look in the right orientation, you can always press the Alt key. So you can see Luna Plena, full moon. This is actually new moon, but because it's a solar eclipse, it's called Defectio Solis. You can see next to the name there is a number, so number 1, that's for the first week. This is Luna Plena, number 3, that's for the 3rd week. So this one cannot be observed in this week. So this card is there, but you can always plan the card for later, but just leave the card there if you don't need that one when it's your turn to choose an action. Now there's also no magnetic field here, but once there are cards on the board, the following cards will be automatically covered in the right spot. Okay, so we have everything set from the board. Okay, and then let's play with. You know what? I'm not going to choose this time. I'm just going to let fate decide. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Draw, and choose one of the 2. Ujara Walker and Yuri Newton. The polling on the Game Found showed that these are the 2 most favorite characters of people. I think they're cute, or some people have played the game and they found it very enjoyable to play with these characters. Jera or Yuri? I like both of them. Let's play Yuri. Yes. And then actually if you play with in multiplayer mode, it's the same way. You just choose one and then you give the stack of cards to the next one, draws 2 cards, choose one, back, and so forth. And the last one who chooses the card will be also able to position the first planet. But we're not going to do the planet position, we're just going to use the basic positions of the planet. Basic positions of the planet are indicated underneath the miniatures. Okay, then we're going to take our stuff. I'm going to take the astronomer and put it in reach of the action board. Then this is the Moonlander, don't need it yet. This one has to be put in Europe. You can see the green corners indicating the starting spot of each continent. Then we're going to take a stack of cards and we're going to put it in our... Can we put it in our hand? How do we put it in our hand? Or we just draw them? Maybe it's easy. Draw. Oh, draw. Then we choose one. Um, these cards, the planet cards, are updated. So in the beginning, there was only the possibility to get a difficulty value decrease. Um, but now you can choose between the decrease of difficulty value during the lunar voyage, or you can get a faster, or you get a additional movement. Um, since we're playing with planets anyway, I'm just going to choose this one. You're not. It's not. You don't have to, because well, some players they play. Well, you need to play with the planets anyhow when you have an instrument that requires a planetary observation, or if you have an instrument that helps you find some planets, and these planets can also give you like special tokens for the end race. Let's flip that one because it's not activated yet. I haven't observed Uranus and Neptune. Very important in this game. No, yeah, there's a difference in the multiplayer game. In the multiplayer game, you get extra points. Well, you can look it up here. Oh, that's the alt that I needed to use. You can see reputation points for arrival positions, but also for foreign instruments. So you're not allowed to. Well, you don't get points for your own instrument. So if you're going for a quest, and you're going for a quest with your own instrument, you can pick it. Like if you have to choose your cards during a, if you're going to go for a quest, you draw two cards and you pick one of them. You can also say, I'm not going to draw two cards. I directly go for my own instrument. Well, for my own quest. But in the multiplayer, it doesn't grant you points. But here it doesn't matter. So you might as well go for, if I'm going for a quest, and I could go and say, I'm not going to take two cards and pick one of them. I'm just going to take the quest for my mirror telescope, for my Newtonian telescope. Okay, so I pick that one. That's cool. I'm ready to start. No, I have to take Europe tile. That's my first tile to start with. I get 4 points for it, starting points. It's marked on the card, so you can see it's a 4 on the card here, but it's also marked behind this tile or marked here on the player board. Okay, these are icons that I can activate to extend my travel. And then we use this, so you can use the plus and minus to indicate your points, or you can just type in your starting point and then go up if you get points like this. Okay, just let's start. So we have Cygnus. That's a very good card because it has a lot of set icons that we can gather. Uh, hoo, hoo, hoo. And if we have 3 of the same icons, we get a token that makes us go faster on our spaceship. This one, Aries. That is impossible to see areas because we're starting in month 3. Month 3 is March. And well, now it's in Pisces that the star map starts, and the sun starts in Pisces. But 2,000 years ago, it started in Aries. And so some pinpoints like Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn are pinpoints that were, well, valid pinpoints 2,000 years ago, but because of the wobbling of the Earth's axis, precession, as we call it, we have an icon for it. It's a second icon. It's a gyroscope. Is actually showing us that the Cancer is not in the summer solstice, and Capricorn isn't in the winter solstice anymore for the northern hemisphere. It has been shifted 1 month, and the same goes for Aries. It was here 2000 years ago. Hence the old names like the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, but that's outdated name. We'll not get started about the horoscope. That's that's even more difficult to explain for me because that's not my cup of tea. Now, yes, let's say we are here in latitude +2. Well, in Tabletopia, I put both maps together, but now I've put the endgame map in the middle. Actually, it doesn't matter, we just have to extend your mouse. You can see here's +2, +2. So that's my position. So my zenith is in +2. And all the eyes, the eyes and the arrow is indicating what is visible for me. So -2 and -3, those rows are not visible for me. Then, because of the tilted axis of the Earth towards the Sun in the solar system, we have a space here that is never setting. So actually it's visible during the day and during the night. But during the day, of course, there's too much sunlight. But because it's also visible during the day, we have to, during the night, we have to push down the daylight to say like these two are always visible also during the night. Now I can illustrate this here. Actually depends on where you are. So if you're here, then this region, northern region, will always be visible if you are here. Now maybe it's not really interesting to see that way, but for those who are familiar with the sky or with geography or astronomy, they know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, just there's something to discover later on. To play the game, you don't need those things. You don't need to know those things. You just have to put the arrow here, depending on which row you are. If, for example, I'm here, you have to put it on -1, and you have to shift that one as well. Actually, the sun is here, so it means, yeah, this is not transparent. I wasn't able to make it transparent. In Tabletopia, it's transparent, but you have to shift it that way that it is connected to -1. Because it's on the equator here in the beginning, this position is the same for +1 and -1. So then it's that way. And if you're in Australia, it's going to look that way. This way. Yeah. So you won't be able to see +2 and +3. So that's when you are here. But we're not in Australia, we are in Europe. Somewhere in Europe. And so we have to put it back on the spot that I first shifted it to. So this is the right way to, well, this is actually for every player. If you play multiplayer, the sun is the same for everyone, and the declination zone where the light is the same, but it's the latitude zones that actually make a difference for each player. So if you're playing with different players, other players might shift the cards depending on their position on the map. So this is my position. This means that Cygnus, where can we find Cygnus? See, 2120, that's here, 2120, and +2. There's also an arrow upwards, it means it's only in the northern hemisphere, +2. This is +2, so actually it is nearly in our zenith. Somewhere at night it's in our zenith. Now it's early in the morning, I think, or early in the evening. That's in the zenith. But when the sun is here in summer, then it will be in our zenith at night. If you're still in Europe, of course, it's the same location. So this piece here is Cygnus, and I think it's a very good one because these two cards are not really interesting, and this one is covered. I could always keep the card for next time. But do I really want that one? Actually, I need the planets. Which planet is visible? Mercury. I'm not going to be boarded by Mercury. In essence, well, actually, you can see Mercury because Mercury is here. The Earth is here. And your invisibility pillars are positioned on the other side of the Earth. So if Earth shifts next around here, then this invisibility pillar is going to get in front. So it's going to shift with the Earth. And everything within, so you have to draw a line from the first and the last pillar. Everything in between, that's positioned in between, is invisible. It's too much because of the sun. So Neptune, Venus, and Saturn, they are invisible for me at the moment. But the only card that I could score is Mercury. And nevertheless, I don't need that one. I'm going for a quest. So yeah, how does it work? How do you win the game? Well, you have to go to the moon and back, obviously. But before you can do that, you need enough knowledge point, navigation knowledge, which is here. Let's say at least 120 and some lunar tokens, lunar phase tokens. I could try to do that. That's of course the core idea of every module, but as a solo player, you need to have fulfilled your hidden agenda. That's a requirement to win. And you need 2 instruments. Well, you don't get instruments right away. You first have to fulfill a quest. And the quests are here. And you get a quest if you activate a continent tile with a flag, or 2 random continent tiles that are still active on your map, on your player board. Now I only have 1 activated. So since it's open, I can see that there's 1 in South America. In Europe, I cannot get this tile anymore because that's where I started. You only get every tile once in the game. What's that one? It's Africa. We can go to Africa. We can go to Australia. No, that's too far. Let's go to South America. Yes. I'm going to take the plane. Oh, something I didn't explain. We have this one. This is the bad timing token. The bad timing, every round it's going to shift. So you know practically every round which week is going to be blocked by the bad timing token. And then there is also a shadow token. Just take let's take this one. Let's just make it a little bit Like we are going to use the poster boys, the eagle and the sheep. So that's from North America. And the shadow token is always going to go to the week, the last week that you occupied. If the bad timing token would shift to that position, then instead it goes to the week previous to the bad timing token. If it's in 1, then it goes to 4. Right, we'll see. So there are always 2 weeks that will be wrong, but you can manipulate it a bit. So this one you cannot manipulate, but you will see it shifted. But the reason why you want to manipulate is when you have a lunar phase card and you want a particular lunar phase to be open for you to score, or the first card that is going to be revealed next round is already revealed here on top. So then it's going here. And if you want to score this one, you have to make sure that you don't position yourself in week 2, but in 3 or 4, because then the shadow is going to 3 or 4, week 4. And then the next week, the next month, week 1 will be open. But I want to go to South America, and let's say, we don't need Virgo, so we really want the shadow token to go to 1. So I'm going to take, so these are the actions you can choose. Direct observation, observing the card here or here on top. This one is to move on the map. This one is the, if you want to keep a card, if it's not observable yet for you, like this one, if I particularly want this card to observe, but I can't yet, so I don't have to wait for the next card to pop up with the same name. I can just keep it and score it when I want to. With my special ability, I can score a saved card and score a card that is already present in the week if possible. So I can score 2 cards at once. So I can make up for lost time of planning. I'm going to position myself here. I'm going to use the plane. I'm going to fly to South America. Okay, so I get the plane. So flip this one, get 2 points. Navigation knowledge. And I get South America. South America gives me 2 points. 1, 2. And I'm going to extend my travel. So I'm going to use the... no, I'm not going to extend yet. First I'm going to resolve this one. Up. I want to know where I have to go. So I'm going to draw 2 cards. My own one. My own. Or this one. But for this I have to go to Australia. This one I have to go to Portugal. But this one makes me... I can search for the plants that I need. So this one is really handy for me anyhow. This one... Okay, this one lets me... I can choose the top card in the week or the second card in the week. If I take the second card, and the top card goes at the bottom of the stack in the week. And this one... Oh, this one is really handy. If it's blocked, like cards are blocked in week 1, and let's say if Shadow blocks 4, then I can still get these cards. That's really cool. And this is a annoying card if in multiplayer. This is also a card in the story that that causes a lot of misery between the characters. I don't know. No. Let's say I'm just going for my own quests. So I have to flip that one, put it back, shuffle it. I'm going to put that one here. To give you an idea. Oh, this is not. Yeah, what we have to do is what the card says is you have to go to 0, -3, and that's marked here. So 0, -3, and the latitude is +2. So +2, and so you have to be on this square. -30 and 0 +2. I tried to simplify it here with the zones, but here I kept the degrees because we are using, it's thematic, that we are using these degrees. I can number it with A, B, C and 1, 2, 3, but where the theme is going to be lost then. I don't know, if you're playing the game more often, you will be automatically know what the coordinates are. Or if someone gives you the coordinates, then you have an idea in which continent something is. But of course, maybe it's a nerdy thing. I don't know, but it's I really find it satisfying to have these real links in the game. But I'm not only going to have to travel here. I have to stay. I have to be here if I have Cancer, Aries, or Capricorn constellation. All the three if I want to, because then you get more points. Anyhow. And if you're able to score before the year is done, is over, then you get double the points. You see the flag? ×2. So if you pass the first year and you still have to score a quest, then you only get the points that's marked on the card. Okay, so that's also why I said maybe Aries was interesting to keep, to safeguard, but there are other cards as well, so I don't have to waste time keeping cards. So that's my action. What happens? So like here, so I chose an action, and now I'm actually resolving the action. I'm still resolving the action, and you know what? I'm going to use the plane, and I'm going to extend my travel again. I'm going up, and I'm landing in Africa. It's cool because then I get that one. So I get 4 points for Africa. I don't get points for the plane anymore because I already had my first flight with the plane. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to activate this. I'm going for the next one. Draw. Ooh. Oh, but I'm in Africa now. This one is also interesting. Okay, but now, yes, I'm going for this one, this time. Okay. Flip. Shuffle. Okay. Actually, I should have turned the card this way as default position, because that's the way you start always, with the quests visible. Okay. So that's the way that you make it visible. Okay. That's one of my flaws. I really want this to be aligned. I'm not the only one. There are some other games who have the same flaw. Takes more time just to adjust everything in order. Okay, so Crux, Karina, Iridianus. Nice. This is the Australian flag. You see crooks on the flag. Here's the armillary sphere. The old armillary sphere where areas, the areas Cancer and Capricorn are indicated as well. And that's why we use flags. Boom, 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 boom. Can I travel further? No, I've activated it, so I cannot travel further. Okay, that's done. My action is done. I'm just keeping my astronomer there because what we're going to do first, no calibration. It's only if you intend to be cosmonaut and launch, then you're going to calibrate your instrumentation on board. But now we have to do the planet movement. So, well, first of all, you can shift that one, like here, but I'm going to do the cards first. So this is going to be covered. Oh, the A. And then Scorpion, or Scorpius in Latin. And we have, ooh, Capricorn. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. We need, oh, there's another Capricorn. Yes, every card, every constellation it can be found twice in this deck. The planets are like 4 times in the deck, but a separate deck, so it's not cluttering this stack. Okay, then we have to shift the sun, like 2 hours. That's 1 month. 2 hours on the star map. We are positioned in South Africa, so that's -1. Oh, not in South Africa, a bit higher. So it's, yes, it's -1 indeed. And because 2 hours drop off here, so this is blocked as well. Just to mention that this is blocked. It's just something practical. -1. So I'm not able to see a +3 because I'm a bit under the equator. Okay, then this. Okay, then we have to shift this to month 4. Just press the 4 key. And then Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, and invisibility pillar. There. Saturn is visible now. Okay. Then. First token to the next player, but instead of the first token to the next player, this one, bad timing token, is going here. This one is going to the week where I was positioned, but instead, because bad timing is here, position here. Now, here is, so 2221 -1. That's for this one. 2221 -1. So I'm going to observe that one. I'm going to score that card. So I'm activating my action. I'm going to put it underneath. Since I'm also going to use, I'll make more room. Normally you can put all the cards underneath so you can follow all the set icons, but because there are some planets as well, I use them separately because the table is not wide enough. You can make a wider table, but I mean, in reality my table has the same size a bit. Okay, nice. I score 5 points as indicated here. So it's 17. Yes. That's 10. That's 15 and 2 from less 17. Okay. Okay, just leave it here. Next month. So no calibration. Now we're going to place new cards. This will be ideal if this would be automated. You can program things in Tabletop Simulator. If someone knows how, let me know. I appreciate all the help I can get. Oh, okay. I think that's right. That's 3, 4, 5 minus 1. So this is going to be 5. So all the planets on and within the red circle of Mars, the terrestrial planets, they move once each turn or each month. The ones on the yellow cog, this big cog here, there are little cogs everywhere because of the imagination of a orrery. These will shift once every year, so if the Earth is back on its original position. Uranus and Neptune, they never shift because their movement is so slow that it doesn't matter. Well, you don't have to bother shifting them for 2 years because the game takes maximum of 2 Earth years if you're looking at the board. There are only like 12 sets here and another 12 sets when most of the time you're busy in your spaceship. Okay, 5. Yeah. Shadow. Bad timing. Shadow is coming here. Okay. Crooks, that's something that we want, but it's blocked. Unfortunately. This one we already have. Can only observe one card per game. So, I mean, one type of card with the same name once a game. We have Aquila and +1, -1, so it's on the equator, so it's here, and that's visible for us. Do we want it? Yes, it has a summer triangle icon and the Milky Way icon. If we're going for this, these also have Milky Way icons, so maybe that's not a bad idea. But, of course, Neil is blocking his own favorite constellation, Neil Aquila. Ooh. Are we going to travel or not? Maybe we can already travel to Australia and then go back and pass. Oh, maybe. Let's see how we can do that one. 1, 2, 3. No, we cannot reach that one. 1, 2, 3. We can reach. Oh, we can reach that one. We can go to China, to Asia. Let's do that one. So then it doesn't matter, but where do I want my shadow to be? Four. No, it's not going to be busy. I'm going to travel. I'm going to use the plane. And I'm going to fly 1, 2, 3. So the amount of steps you can do is mentioned here. So for the plane, it's you get 3 steps. This is indication of where you can move on land or on water or both. And the P should be an anchor. That's where normally you have to start with the same icon and end with the same icon. So here's from plane icon to plane icon. But the boat is with the boat you can stop in open sea. So for example, if you have the boat and you start here, you can stop here. But you cannot change a vehicle if you are in empty waters. So you have to end in a sea to change your vehicle. Okay, so but now I'm on a plane and I landed in Asia, which grants me a token from Asia. And this token also grants me an alternative launchpad. Do I want an alternative launchpad? Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. So you can draw draw 2 cards, choose one, and keep that one to be used. The red icons, these icons, they also pop up sometimes here. You can also use that for alternative launch site, but you just have to flip over the top card, and that's the alternative launch site. And in multiplayer game, the alternative launch site with the red icon is like directly visible for everyone and usable for everyone. While with the white icon, you draw 2, you choose one and keep it hidden. In a solo play, it doesn't matter, but then you can just reveal it when you plan to use it. So that's the cool thing about the white icon. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to... Oh, I can activate it. Instead of... But it's too cool. No, I'm just keeping that. Okay, that was my travel action. Did I get my 4 points? I wasn't paying attention. I don't think so, because this is 10, this is 5, and this is 2, that's 17, so I get my 4 points. 21. Okay, next month. Oh, I forgot. I forgot, like, already at the end of the first and at the end of the second one. Don't forget to do this, but you have to take the top card and put it underneath. Take the top card and put it underneath. You see, now I'm going to swear like hell because I missed Uranus. Not that I can watch. Oh yeah, I could. Let's say, okay, no. I'm not going to take it back. I'm going to punish myself. Yes, I'm going to punish myself and make it harder. Anyhow, I have this instrument, so let's say that I'm going to punish myself by putting this underneath for the next round. Okay, so I put it here, here, and this one here. Shift 2 hours, and then this one becomes 6, and the planets are shifting. And now my planets aren't visible anymore. Yay, joy! Okay, no problem. Let's do it that way. I was going too fast. Okay, this is going to get off. Up. It's going to the next one. Then we're going to, is this right? 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. Okay. Next. Ooh. What will we do? Eridanus. Is it visible for me? I'm in +1 now. No, it's even worse. Eridanus is like a very big constellation or widespread over the declination zone, and it's blocked here. Eridanus would have been interesting for this one. It's better to look at that one. Sagittarius, that's not that, but oh, okay, that's the next one. Eclipse of Lunar. Do I want Jupiter? I can see Jupiter. Very easy to watch, to observe Jupiter. Shall we do that? I don't want to go far. Oh, maybe just go to Australia first. Yes. Use the plane like this, and then let's fly over here. And then I get this one. I could go for another quest, but probably won't. And this one gives me 5, 6. Where do I have to be? Where do I have to be? -1, so I have to go higher. It's the same, 120, 150, yeah. So can I extend it by using a train? Yes, I don't have a train. And no car. Boat, it doesn't matter. I just have to wait. No problem. Okay. Like this. I'm already shifting that one. Shift this one. Scorpius. I could already go to Europe, but oh, what's that? Carina. Oh yeah. And it's open. Yes. Carina. That's the one I need. Venus transit. Oh, but I don't have a solar protection. Do I? No, I don't. This one shifts to month 7. Am I still in +1? No, it's -2 now. My position is like this. You can see that if you're that far south in Australia during summertime for the north, or for southern hemisphere, it's actually the winter time. So there's more longer nights than we. That's the position. Okay. No, that's not the position. That's the position. +2. So +2 and +3 I cannot. Which? Neptune is visible back. Neptune is not here. Okay, I was just going to take Karina because before I travel upwards, I still better to get the card first. Yeah, it's easy. I can see the entire southern hemisphere during the winter period of the southern hemisphere. So 11, it's here. 11 to 7. Wow, that's entire here, but it's here. 11 to 7. So that's that one. -2, -3. Yep. Yes. That's why it's on the flag. Or why it's mentioned here. On the flag is only crooks. And this is presumably, I think, isn't it one of the Centauri stars? Okay, am I going to score that one? So, oh, no, don't do that. Please don't do that. That is 5. 21. So, cards. Cards. So once you know what you have to do, it's pretty easy. Ah, Venus. Why returning? Here. So it's month. Which month? Month 8. August. Yeah. Tomorrow it's August. So you know what day this has been recorded. Doing the first. And then Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Will be a Venus transit shortly. Yeah, if I had a protection, protection cube, well, I have to get it. I can only get it in South America. I already have the South American tile. Some characters, they do have the solar protection, like Jara Walker, or Joao Luna, but they focus on other objects. I'm going to travel, of course. First, my shadow is going to occupy my spot. And then let's take this for fun. I'm going to use the car. Okay, let's activate our car and go up. We're on the right position, and we also have Karina. We have one of the 3 objects on the card, so we get our 10 points, but we double it because of this. I get 20 points, so it's 51 in total. 51 in total, and this one is going to be turned into an instrument. Oh, this one is a first player token, but we don't need it here. So we have an astrolabe, Jara's astrolabe. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's really cool. That's cool. And we can Oh, we can always. Okay. This symbol does nothing, but this symbol gives you access to historical rockets, records. That means that you can use this. You can observe a second card in a week. That's really cool. Yes, that's handy, especially if it was blocked and you really needed that card. Okay, it's going to block me. Is this already do? I'm going to already shift these tokens. Ooh, Big Dipper. It will be difficult from Australia. Is this right? Oh yes, this is open. Oh, that's a no-brainer for me. We want. We want. We want these moon. The reason, the way how to take it, the top card and slide it underneath is by taking the card, pressing T, and pressing your first grab and hold the grab, the left click to grab from the mouse, keep it grabbed, and then press T and slide it underneath your deck. Yes, we still need to shift that one. And we are in -1, if I'm not mistaken. At the moment, we're -1. So this is what we can see, and this is up, and it's going to be -1. It's going to be the same position as +1 because the sun is on the equator. Voila. Okay. Going to have a sip. Oh, I'm just looking at the time. So, what are we going to do? Yes, we still have to shift this one. We are in September. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Jupiter. You know what? I'm going to travel. Oh no, I'm not going to travel. I'm going to take the moon here. Moon phase, of course. Why? Because it's week 4 and it's the right lunar phase. You can see the icon here. Doesn't give you knowledge points, but gives you lunar power. Let's take the lunar power. Grab it, put it here, and activate its power for the end game. Okay. So normally it's going here, but this token comes here. I have to shift that one. Refresh the cards. Actually, it doesn't really matter if you put the blocking tokens first and then the cards. Just don't forget. To shift the cards and the blocking tokens. Transit. Is it already transiting? It's too late for a Venus transit, I think. To score it now because it just happened. Venus transit. Venus transit is really, really difficult to get it. The Venus needs to be between the Sun and the Earth to be able to score Venus transit. But you get like 15 points for it, 15 navigation knowledge. And Joao Luna gets all occultations points from all conditions is worth twice the value for Joao Luna. So if he's able to score this one, gets 30 points. Of course, points and navigation knowledge is good in a way, but it's not everything. You also need to be fast. Shift in that one. Still in the same position. Oh yeah, I did that one. 10. You. Yeah, my planets are both visible again, so now I have a window to try to score them. I can go and look for them with my instrument, but first I have to unlock the instrument to look for them. So that's what I'm going to do now. Instrumentation. Oh, there is no constellation that is interesting for me at the moment, and anyhow, nothing can block me because I have this one. This is really powerful, actually. The astrolabe. I haven't played the astrolabe solo yet. What was the last time I used the other telescope, the lens telescope from Africa? Wait a minute. Yeah, actually, it doesn't matter. I'm going to travel. I'm going to use the car. Is it the car? Oh no! It's it was the train. It was the train that I used to go up. So I used the wrong one, and I forgot to get the points of my train. 1, 2. So I'm getting it now. So I have to go back with the train. That's what I'm going to do. Why? Well, go with the train here. Extend my travel with the plane. I already have a plane. I already used the train. And I'm flying to... One, two, three. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. I don't get any points for my continent because I already have the continent. I already flew. So that was it. And this one just follows. This one goes to next month. And I am in +1. So actually my position is like this. The sun is in +1. Well, actually, you don't have to change these, only when you need to check cars for your observation. So that's what I did. But I haven't refreshed that one yet. Have I? No, I haven't. I'm nearly certain I didn't. I haven't. Because it's still... Oh, no, it's Mars. I don't need Mars. That's good for Neil, but not for me. Okay, 11. You can always check Mercury's position, because Mercury's starting position, if you use a starting position, will always be dividable by 3. So next month is 12, so we'll end up here in the starting position. 12 can be divided by 3. And so did 11, 9, and so on and so forth. Wait a minute. Yeah. Right. I did it. I did it right. Mars. I don't want Mars. Capricorn. Oh, maybe if Aries is coming later on. I'm here, I can see Cancer. I'm going to watch that one. Yes, I really want that one. You never know how many points I get. I'm going to take that one. Turn it. To watch. To observe it. I get 5 points. So it's I didn't use yesterday because I didn't need to. Yeah, this one's going here, this one going here. Oh, I also hope that one of these gas planets that I need are going to show up. No, not that one. Not Saturn. Saturn will not be visible coming up. Okay, shift it here. We're still in the same spot. 12. So now it's winter for this, for the northern hemisphere. You can see it. The Earth axis is tilted away from the sun. That's how you have to position your miniature, tilted away from the sun. Okay. Do we want anything? That's too late, Iridius. We don't need it. And well, we're too north up north. We're going to use the plane. I don't need. Oh, wait a minute. Ophiuchus is also good. It's not mentioned here, but it's going to trigger like a lot of icons. So I really want to score that one, but I won't be able to score that one because Ophiuchus is here. But maybe I can. Maybe I want to keep that one later. Maybe not. I'm going to travel. So this will be available next month. I'm going with the plane 1, 2, 3. I'm landing in Europe. I already have Europe. And I'm going to use the car. Right? Yes. Extending it with the car. Flip with the car. So I get 2 points for it. 1, 2, 60. And this is 1. And the car is going to Portugal. I have Cancer and Capricorn. Oh. Cancer and Capricorn. But if I have 3 of them, I would have like 40 points. I cannot wait too long because this is going to be fit. Oh, what shall we do? Shall we already score it? Yeah, let's score it. Let's score it. Let's score it. So I'll only get 1 of the 3, so I get 20 points. Let's score it. Then I can go and search my planets before it's too late. Okay. Get my telescope. And get my 20 points, so it's 80 points. Nice. Good. Good. 80. Mm, let's go back. This one's following. This one is following. Nope. No areas. Cygnus. Oh, nope. I have to go and look for my planets. So it's good I have my telescope. This one's going over here. But I'm in Portugal. So my position is going to look more like that. Because it's winter. It's winter for Northern Hemisphere. And okay. Okay, let me see. Before I forget, it's New Year. Yay. Okay. Yes, this is blocked. Okay, I have I have a plan to use my ability as well. So no, I'm not going to search for that one. Instead, I'm going to boop, save this card. You'll see why. And then that's it. That's away. Cygnus. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Arius. Are you kidding me? Could have met more points. I could have waited. Neptune is there from by itself already. No problem. No problem. It's better to have backup than to take the risks. Okay, this one is going to be over here, and oh, this one is going to be over here. Yeah, so I'm still in 2. Ooh, the year is nearly. The first year is nearing its end. Astronomical year, that is. Okay. So, ooh, oh, that's a pretty close one. Yeah. Ooh, it's Neptune, isn't it? Ooh, that's a close one. Oh yeah, that's a close one. And Ophiuchus is visible. I'm going to use my trick. Now I'm going to use my trick. Yes, now I am using my tricks. Oh. I don't need Arius. I don't need it. I want to score one saved card and one card of the lunar phase. So what I'm going to do is, look, woohoo! I'm going to observe Ophiuchus. I waited that long. -1, so I think that's doable. Yeah, -1. It's the extremities and it's 19. It's 19. Okay. Then the card, I'll put it there for my ability. So the one being placed on top if you're planning to observe the top card, which I'm going to do, but it's because of its ability. That's the blue one. It's going to be triggered because if it's visible, you can score it, and it is visible. Barely. Okay. And no, I'm not going to do that one. That's for the next. I didn't have to use that one. Yeah, I didn't need to. That's cool. So I'm scoring that one, which is really, really good. This gives me like 5 plus this is 10 extra, and this one is also 10 extra, so you have 3 of them. Up. So that's 20 plus 5 is 25, so 105 in total. 105 points for me. 105 points for me. But that's not it. That's not all. My ability is going to be triggered. I need a telescope, but that's also my you need to build, and I have a telescope here. Haha. I'm going to score Neptune. That's 8 points. So for my 8 points extra, that's 100 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 113. Cool. That's my first one. Yes, and if I have 2 gaseous planets, I also get an additional icon and token and 10 points. That is okay. My shadow is going to block me here. Okay. So also very important to mention is if you have the hourglass and you have the ability of the astrolabe, you cannot combine it. I mean, you can the circling arrow here is for the top cards, so you can only take the top cards from other weeks, not the second card. You can only take the second card from the week that you chose. So that's maybe very important to mention. Okay. Wait a minute. Did I refresh everything? I think I still have to do this one. Ooh. Still have to watch that one as well. Ooh. Nice. In a hurry for that one. Okay. Still in Europe. And this one is that one is going to be flipped. So quests are not double the points anymore, and you don't get extra points. Like for example, extra. Maybe it's better to watch it that way. We get if you have all vehicles, which I have used all vehicles, which I didn't. I get plus 20, but it falls away when the icon is flipped after 1 year. And you also get 20 additional points if you visit all continents, which is not the case either here. When another character would have been, maybe with Jara it would have been more easy, or with Neil to get all continents. Wait a minute. Okay. So this is shifted Then the big thing here, that's going to be 3. Earth. And Mars. And Jupiter and Saturn. So shift. Okay. So I still have to launch, but I need to land before the second year is over. Well, actually, it's not landing and traveling that you're doing. It's actually covering all the techniques. And when you covered all the techniques, then you actually launch yourself. It takes about 3 days to go to the moon, 3 days to go back, but then you have to take into account that you're still orbiting the moon and landing on the moon. So in total, let's say that you need 10 days and not 12 months. But the preparation took more. So, I still need to. Okay. So what am I going to do? But this, because this is really smiling at me. Yeah? This one is smiling at me. It's like, haha, take me, take me. It's free lunar face. In your face. Okay, let's take that one. Smiling at me, I'm going to take you. And place you here. Activate my face. Potentially those are worth 40 navigation knowledge. But they can also be like 0. Well, it will be more clear when we get there what these tokens do. We don't have to worry about them yet. So that's okay. Up. Ooh, alright. Another full moon. Aquila. 2 months, 2 hours, and it becomes 4. This comes here, this comes here, here, and here. Ooh, 1, 2. I still have 2 months. Okay. I'm going to position myself. This is a new moon, so I want this to be free. You could think it doesn't matter where you stand because of the astrolabe, but it does matter. Because if I stand here, I cannot take the new moon to score in the 4th week. So sometimes it does matter, and this doesn't help. So I'm going to the second one, and I'm going to. I can watch. I can observe. The eagle, Aquila, but what I'm doing. I'm going to take the telescope and not the card. And what does it say, the card? Go and put another planet on top. Aha, this is what we're going to do. So, you right click and you search for a card in the deck. Which one do we need? Uranus. So we take Uranus, take it, put it here, close it. We turn it, we shuffle it. Doesn't matter. It has been shuffled. I put it on top, and actually, I put it in my observation zone. So Uranus. Aha! I see you. I'm going to score you, which is what I want. So what happens? I get 7 points. Get 7 points. So it's 20. But I also get this. I need 2 of these icons. This icon. So I get 130. So that's cool. I think I guess I have to start going to the moon. Well, I have an accelerator here, so that's good. So that's one of the objectives. You have to get all these cards, so 2 instruments and 1 in your hidden agenda has to be activated. So if that's done, then you're sure you can at least attempt the lunar voyage. Going here, up, and trying to get that new moon. Crooks. There you are. Nope. Well, is it visible? Yeah, I can also score that one. But why should I? If I want to score the planets, I would try to score terrestrial planets. But I'm not going to be wasting time chasing terrestrial planets. Okay. This is 5. The moment that you're in your second year of the game, you really have to hurry to launch. Because otherwise it's going to be difficult to get there in time. So do I want that one? Do I want it? Do I need it? I have 130. Sometimes it's a trap. So it's better in the game. So like I want to, collect all the lunar phases, yes, but yeah, you lose time. I don't think I need it. Because once I launch I get an additional 10 points is on 40. And I've got this, so I think that's enough. I'm going to travel. Yeah, but how? What? I can go back. I'm not going back. I'm going just to take the. I'm going to take the boat. So that's the boat, and yeah, I'm here. That's it. And South America I already have, so I don't need that. But I get this 3 extra points. Wow. Only the helicopter. Okay. Let's see. Shadow. I think it was a good thing not to go for the lunar phase. Venus. Is Venus visible? No, Venus isn't visible. Six. Now both my planets are invisible. So the moment that both planets are visible, then it's time to leave. Because if I'm leaving now, I'm not getting the extra. But I can use these. Yeah, maybe that's enough. Because it's going to be still a struggle with the AI. Uh, yeah, just do it. So I'm not planning to observe anymore, so I might as well say, you, I am a cosmonaut now, and I'm going to put myself. Wait a minute. Ah, yeah, I'm going to put myself here. I'm going to travel. So, with the boat. That's it. But I get North America. Oh yeah. And oh, and I have a sextant, which gives me. What is it giving me? Which page was it? Oh, it's nearly here. Wait a minute. What does it say? It gives me. It gives me what? Oh yeah. It's the next page probably. Yep. So activate at the start of the action phase to choose a week before the first player. That's good. That's good. Okay, I still have to change this rule for solo game. Well, I don't have to change any rule for solo game because I still have to write them down. But the draft isn't complete because if you have this icon, and you should be placing you're choosing your week or occupying your week, reserve your week before the blocking tokens are being put. Yes, which is cool. That's the only way that you can unbalance the normal rhythm of the bad timing token. Yeah. Okay. If I'm going to use this Beth, what am I going to do now? So what have I done? Okay, I arrived in North America, so that was it. Oh, I got my 2 points, 1, 2, and then ooh, I'm going to stay here. Very important. Calibration phase. Don't forget calibration phase. Calibration phase. Calibration phase. Are you an astronaut, cosmonaut? Yes. Okay. Then you leave. You put. Actually, what you do is you put after action. You put your astronaut, cosmonaut on the moon in the middle of all the icons to indicate are you going to calibrate. In the multiplayer, then if there is one on one, they goes first or she goes first, and a two and a three and so forth. But now I'm solo playing, so I'm the first one, and I'm going to calibrate because I'm going to launch anyway. I'm going to calibrate to break free. Shadow is coming here, and I can. Yes. What's the next card? The next card is this. That's not so. I'm going to play safe. This card is that one. I'm not going to calibrate a lunar phase, so you can calibrate these in here, or one of these in here, to make the difficulty value that you're going to encounter, to make it a 0. And this one is to get an extra movement if the new cards that are going to be placed here has one of the icons that you're placing in your instruments. And you know what? I'm going to put this one here. It is only allowed if you put one here, which I'm also going to do. This one is going to be spent. I'm not going to use a move. I can. It's too early. Oh, wait a minute. No, they're invisible if I launch. So, and since I'm not going to observe, I'm just going to keep the sun here. Okay. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 turns. And these are 12 turns if you only take one step at a time, but I'm going to take multiple steps normally. Okay. Well, the blocking tokens can be done during the end of your round if it's before your planet movement or after your planet movement. It doesn't really matter. Normally it's after your planet movement, but that's okay. So I need to have at least an eclipse symbol or a gaseous planet symbol. So let's look at this one. Nope. Milky Way Northern Hemisphere. Yes, the first symbol is a sun symbol. It's a symbol of the sun, so it means it's an ecliptic constellation, and it's also a Milky Way constellation. So this one was very fruitful. Maybe this was good as well. Yes, either you're not going to get the benefit twice, just have more chance to have if you play on 2 constellation outcomes instead of 1. You can only play the gyroscope area here, or the attitude indicator can only be activated if you have at least the scanner telescope token, because this one is spent and this one is not spent. But either of them was good enough, so I get a +1. And also very important is, because I am first in the month before the other tokens, I go first. If, for example, it was that way, then the AI go first, and if it was that way, the AI gets two steps instead of 1. So now I'm in a very fortunate position. So what is going to happen? This one, wait, I have to move everything. This one, move moves that way. This is month 7. Okay. Then my action. So I already chose to come to this space. Actually, now it's the time to activate my sextant, by the way. And this becomes a spacecraft on a rocket, and we're going to launch. This is going to get me 10 points. So 145 and 2 phases. So the difficulty values won't be a problem. I just do I have enough time to make it back to the Earth before? I mean, is it possible for me to uncover all techniques before the end? Before the end of the year. Let's see. So, what happens? I will do the first step. I have calibrated. I didn't calibrate the moon, so I won't be subtracting this value, but still it's a 20. So it's pretty high, but nothing to be concerned by. It's 20. And because I'm going to spend this one, let's go here. I'm getting a +1. Okay, so +5. It's really okay. Both gaseous planet. Oh, here one. So only Neptune is visible. Uranus isn't visible. So this won't be triggered. So you have Neptune on the board and Neptune here. If it were Uranus as a card, it also counts as like visible, like with the eye. The eye means like it needs to be visible. If there is no eye, like in other hidden agendas, it means that you have to place your miniature at the space where the specific symbol is present. But this is not the case. So since Uranus is not visible, I don't get an extra movement from my hidden agenda. Okay. Nevertheless, this one is also moving. I'm going to take the lunar lander and place it here as a reminder. As a reminder to make a rendezvous with my lunar lander, stage 3. So this happened. Then I can do I calibrate? Yes, yeah, I calibrate. So I stay here and I calibrate. I'm going to take a lunar face. And which is the next one? Still 6 cards to go. Oh, but I can position myself on spot 2. That's okay, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Because then it's going... Okay. No, it's okay. you'll see what's going to happen. No, I'm not going to use because I'm not certain of what's going to come. It's better to play a little bit on the safe side now. So I'm going to. So this is my calibration. Oh, I could have calibrated because there is an ecliptic, but I wasn't sure. So otherwise, I would just, spend my token for nothing, and that's not what we want. 8, and then let's go this side. So, Earth, Mars, Venus, and Mercury. So this one is still invisible. Nope. Next one is Orion. So, this one is the shadow. It's going on my spot. And this one is going here. So now I can choose. I go before or after. But if I'm going after the AI is going to take 2 steps, which is really not what you want. Maybe it doesn't matter because I think I can use the AI again to hop over it, but I'm going to stay here. Okay, so what's going to happen? AI is going first, so it's going to hop over me. It's not going to reveal this spot. So it's my turn. I can hop over it, which is good. Yeah, it's a 5. I don't want to know what that one was. Probably a 40. So that's a 5, which is not a big deal. Do I get a +1? No, I don't get a +1. Ah, I wasted my lunar. Because it's becoming 0, so let's make 0 of it. Okay, that is what's happening. Not much. Am I going to calibrate? There are 2 cards. Let's not calibrate yet. Or are we going to calibrate? Yes. No, we are not. No, I have a plan. So, no, nothing. So what's going to happen is this. Oh, my bad. Since there were only 2 cards, you have to make new decks. Okay. Just shuffle it. Okay. Then we lay new cards. Here and here. Okay. And then that's going to next month. Flip. Ah, I did a flip, which I have to make a 9 of it. Okay. Yeah. It's just checking. Okay. So then, so shadow is going to occupy that one. This is going over here, and am I first? Oh, I probably don't want to go first this time. I'm going here. So what's happening? The AI is hopping over me. Got my lander. And then it's my turn. And I'm going to hop over it. I put my orbiter, my command module in orbit, lunar orbit, and I'm landing my lunar lander. Yeah, that's good play. Am I going to calibrate? Oh yeah, because I'm going to do something really funky and I'm going to risk it. So I'm going to risk it. Doing this, doing this and that. That's my calibration. Let's see what's happening. If you throw it, sometimes it turns from itself. Sometimes you have to help while dropping it. Ah, no, it does. Automatically flip. No? Okay. Mars. Shift. 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 Shift that one. Oh no. We lost Mercury. It's making its own orbit. Eccentric orbit around the sun. Towards the orbit of Mars. So look at this. Both Neptune and Uranus are visible. Hooray! Now I don't know. I'm not going first. Ah! It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, it does matter. You know what? Haha! I'm going last. So the AI goes twice. Why is that very good for me? Well, it has to go in orbit, it has to land, and there's the second move. It goes to 1 and flips this one, of course. Now it's my turn. Now I can go over it. That's ideal. That's ideal. So I flip that one. Flip this. That's a 0. No problem. I get a. Here is a symbol. A ecliptic symbol. It's the only one. Oh, it's the only symbol. I'm a lucky guy here. So this one is spent. I'll put this one back to get a +1, which brings me further. 40. And that's why I calibrated my lunar phase. So the 40 becomes a 0. So I don't count anything. So 2 zeros. Really good. And then I also get my +1 from my hidden agenda, because both these planets are visible to me. I can go for difficulty value less, but I have enough navigation knowledge, so I'm going for the +1. So I'm going for this one flip. How much? 10. 10, yes. Okay. Yes, of course, I'm going to calibrate. Now I have to spend that one, because there is no active, there is no icon left to put on the attitude indicator. So that's what I'm going to calibrate, and I don't have any lunar phase left either. If you would have like not enough icons here, or tokens, set tokens, you could always like stay in orbit like here and skip once, like one turn you don't move, and instead you get this card. This is the Earthrise observation, so that you can watch the moon, the Earth from the moon, and then you can choose whether you get lunar phase token back, you can flip it back, or a set a constellation set token. So either, and you get 10 extra points. But I didn't feel the need to stay in orbit. I want to take advantage of my position. So this was my calibration, because I could see Scorpion coming, so that was handy. Well, and then this card. Okay. This time it was easier than before to win, I guess. It's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. There will be this is the standard solo play. There will be like different difficulty modes, and there will also be a kind of, it's not really a campaign because it's just one game, but you can play with several characters, and it's story-based solo play. But that's something that will be disclosed during the campaign. Um, okay. Did I move everything? Yeah, I did move everything. Okay. So now I can go first if I'm here, and I'm in, and I won the game. That's what I think. C0. Oh, well, now you're used to see five, two fives, and a zero, but beware, that's not always the case. Sometimes you get a 30 here. In most cases, you get a 30 here, and and a and a 30 there. So it will be 60 more. And those two zeros, yes. Well, this should be a 20 maximum, 30 and 30, so it could be 80, 20, could be 100 points more. It could have been 100 points more. But still, I would have got it because I have 145, so I think either way I was safe. So that was one step, but I get a second step because both planets are visible, hidden agenda, and I'm landing. So I'm back before the end of the year, and I've scored 2 instruments and my hidden agenda. So that was an overview, a playthrough of a solo play. If you would like to see another solo playthrough with another character or with a specific hidden agenda, let me know in the comments on any platform, YouTube, Discord, GameFound. Just let me know, and I'm happy to make another one. Because in fact, this one is the third playthrough. The first playthrough I did without comments. I just played on TDS just to make sure that everything worked, and I was really close then. And then I played a second time with comments, but I stopped before I launched because I wasn't really happy with my comments. The sound wasn't really good, and I was talking too slow. I think it was a very tiresome day that time. But this time, I think that's enough. How many times can you try to explain it? I mean, I'm not that great in explaining things, but I hope by watching this playthrough, you have a very good idea of how the standard solo mode works. If you like what you see and you'd like to try it yourself, yeah, it's available. Like I've showed you in the beginning of the video. So I hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next one. Bye bye.